Hey guys, Mike just wanted to touch base with you guys as far as what is planned for Guns N' Rosaries this year. Some exciting things that I've got going on for 2019 and how you guys can get involved. So Guns N' Rosaries was developed to kind of produce a place where Catholic men can contact each other, connect with one another, build relationships, and really just kind of hang out and be dudes. And then from that, different things have happened and several guys have kind of developed into disciples of Christ. But it's kind of stopped there, and we haven't really been able to grow it or kind of bring in a lot more guys to experience that. So it had me kind of thinking about and praying about the process of becoming a disciple and what my experience has been. And I think we're on to something with Guns N' Rosaries in a sense that it begins with meeting somebody who knows Jesus. And I think Guns N' Rosaries does a decent job of providing that, but it kind of stops there, right? So I want to try to bridge that gap between finding somebody or introducing somebody to another who knows Jesus and that time whenever you are living a life of a Christian, right? So that gap in there is what I would see as formation. So that's what we're wanting to add this year, is some formation groups in addition to the Guns N' Rosaries meetings. Okay, so basically the roots of the process is going to be the Guns N' Rosaries experience. So we want to invite as many men as we can out to these meetings. It's once a month, where we can just do what we do out there, right? So just have fun, meet each other, and hopefully through that they see and meet somebody who knows Christ. From there, we want to invite them to some different formation groups, which will be led by men from Guns N' Rosaries, okay? And we're going to utilize, not reinvent the wheel, but utilize some formation programs that are out there that are tried and true, and to be able to plug men into these formation groups to kind of develop them into being disciples of Christ, okay? So that's kind of the idea where we're going with it, which leads me to you guys, which is why I'm sending y'all the video, is because I recognize in you something that not only that I see as good and that I want to be like, but I think that needs to be shared with others. So obviously our personal holiness and our holiness within our families is most important. But I think you all are living the life of a Christian, and we have to share it with others. We have this masculinity crisis in our families, in our church, in our culture, and nobody's going to fix it except we do. So I figure, why don't we start here and grow it from the C's, kind of Keller, North Fort Worth area, and grow into this place where we can share it with others. Okay, so what I'm asking you guys to pray about and think about is to be a discipleship formation leader for Guns N' Rosaries. What that would entail is you taking a program, and we can talk about which one you want or would make sense, but to basically lead that program for a certain number of weeks. So Alpha, for instance, would be about a 16-week program, something like that. So you would lead that group for that long, and men can just plug into your group, and you guys have, obviously you would determine when it meets and how often it meets, all that kind of good stuff. But that's kind of the idea, is meet at Guns N' Rosaries, then get plugged into a formation group, and utilize the leaders, the people who are actually living the life of Christ, to lead those groups. Now that you have to be an expert, but we want to utilize y'all's experiences and being able to speak to knowing who Jesus is to these folks through these formation programs. And that's going to get us, I think, to a point where we have men who are disciples, who want to serve their families, who want to serve the church and the community, and it kind of goes from there. So that's the idea. I hope you guys are doing well. Look forward to connecting with you and seeing your thoughts on next steps. God bless.